Today, I'm going to share with you 5 different ways that you can get a horse to canter slow. And this also works for the trot. So the first one is use a circle. I am not talking about just cantering in a circle. I'm talking about I like to use a circle. So if I have a hot, nervous, busy-minded type of horse, what I'll do is I'll ask the horse to canter, and as soon as they start speeding up, I'm going to immediately break them down into a small circle. And as soon as the horse starts to relax, slow down, then I'll let them out of that circle. But as soon as they start getting, fast in that canter again, I'm going to immediately put them right back down in that circle. And your horse is going to realize that there's no reason to canter fast because he's going to be shut down. He's going to be brought down into a circle. Also, the more bend that you can get in that circle, the better, because a horse has a hard time holding that tension in their rib cage when they're bending. So if you can get your horse to relax on that circle, well, that's even better. You're going to be able to get them to slow down also. Another way that you can get your horse to canter slow is one rein stops. Yes, one rein stops. I found that when I'm working on one rein stops with a horse, this works for the trot too, not just the canter. The more that I work on it, the slower and slower and slower they get. So what I think the reason for, at least one of the reasons, is because of the repetition and consistency of it. So I'll have my horse do a few canter steps, shut them down, with the one rein stop, and then ask them to canter again, do a few canter steps, shut them down again, and you'll see the horse will start to canter slower and slower and slower. So another way that you can get your horse to canter slow is transitions. Trot, canter, trot transitions are a great exercise to teach your horse how to focus and how to listen to your cues. Also, it teaches your horse balance. So what could be happening is when your horse is cantering and it starts cantering fast, he might have lost his balance and he started cantering faster to regain his balance. So transitions are a great exercise to teach your horse, to focus, speed control, balance, great exercise. Another way that you can get your horse to canter slow is, if you want your horse to canter slower, use a hill. A horse cantering up a hill with the rider on his back, it takes effort. It takes work on the horse's part. So you're going to get a slower canter. Another way to get your horse to canter slow is, I know you're not going to want to hear it, but canter a lot. You got to practice it. If you want your horse to get good at cantering, you're going to have to do it a lot. Take, for instance, Charlie here. He had a crazy, crazy fast canter when I first started him. And now, look, he has a nice, slow, pleasant canter. And it was because I practiced it a lot and I did the things that I just said. And, if you just keep working at it, keep practicing, keep chipping away at it, you'll eventually start seeing results and you'll start seeing your horse get better and better and slower. So I hope that helped, and I would love to hear it if you have a way that you get your horse to slow down the canter. So leave me a comment down below. And until next time, Charlie and I thank you for watching. Bye-bye.